Hi guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy and simple honey oat loaf. I really like this recipe because there's no kneading or yeast or proofing or anything like that, so it's easy to make. It takes about 15 minutes to make and about 45 minutes to bake. I found this recipe on a website called Eating Well, and the link's up there, so if you want to check it out, feel free. I'm going to show you how to make it because I love it, and it goes really well with a soup, or it goes really well with just a bit of butter and jam. The ingredients you're going to need are 2 tablespoons of old-fashioned rolled oats. I use organic, plus 1 cup of rolled oats, 1 cup of self-raising flour, 1 1/3 cups of whole wheat flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of canola oil, 1/4 cup of raw honey, 1 whole egg, 3/4 cup of low fat or non-fat milk. I'm using almond milk, and you'll need a loaf pan which has been greased. Okay, so firstly what you need are 2 bowls. So I'm just using 2 standard Tupperware bowls, and you'll need your loaf pan which has already been greased, and your greased loaf tin, and a tablespoon of rolled oats. And you just need to sprinkle the oats into the loaf tin and then just swirl the tin around. This is for decoration, and you should have a tin that looks a bit like that. Set that aside, and then if you grab your mixing bowl, and first off just add in your whole wheat flour, your self-raising flour, then add your baking powder, salt and baking soda, and just blend those ingredients together. Once you've blended your ingredients together, just set that bowl aside. Grab your other bowl, and in that you'll need to add your remaining cup of oats, then add your yogurt, then add your honey, then add your egg, add the oil. Once you've added all of those, just use a fork and whisk them together. And once you've whisked everything together, it should look a bit like that. Stir in the milk. Your yogurt, honey, oat mixture should look like that. And what you'll need then is your dry flour mixture and a spoon. And you're then going to add in the yogurt mixture to the flour mixture. Then gently just stir the yogurt mixture into the flour mixture, but just be careful that you don't stir it too much because that can make the dough really hard and tough. What I've done is I've stirred in my yogurt mixture with the oat mixture just for about 3 or 4 minutes, and you should have a consistency that's like that. So it's like a bread dough, but it's not as tough as a bread dough, and it's still a little bit wet. Once you've done that, grab your oat tin and then just spoon the mixture into the tin. Just spread your mixture out in the tin so that it's evenly spread. There's no science to this, I'm quite slapdash in the kitchen. I just care about what it tastes like. I don't really care about what it looks like. I'm not Nigella. Look like that. And then the last tablespoon of oats, just grab those and sprinkle those on the top of the loaf, and again that's just for a bit of decoration. Loaf should look a bit like that once you sprinkled your oats on the top. Okay guys, so I've put my loaf in the oven and it will be in there for 45 to 50 minutes at gas mark 3.5 or 190 degrees centigrade if you're using a fan oven, or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And after 40 minutes I will check it just to make sure it doesn't get overdone, and I'll use a toothpick just to prick the middle of the loaf, and if the toothpick comes out clean, that means the loaf is done. If it comes out with a bit of dough on it, that means it needs another 5 to 10 minutes. So at that point just keep checking it every 5 minutes to make sure it doesn't get overdone. And once you've taken it out of the oven, just let it sit in the pan for about 15 minutes so it can cool, and then transfer it to a wire rack to cool off for about another 45 minutes. Okay guys, so I've taken my loaf out of the oven and it's just cooling on a wire rack, probably for about an hour, and just show you what it looks like. So you can see all those lovely little oats just all around the tin, really nice decoration, smells and looks great. Whole house smells of freshly baked bread, which I think is just the best smell ever. Hope you enjoyed the video and check back soon.